Welcome to Pete and Hannah's review show of What's Next. I'm your host, Pete Mitchell. I'm here with my great co-host, Hannah!
Hello, people.
We're here for a special edition of What's Next, the show where we help you figure out what to watch next for the first annual award show for What's Next, the Watchies. The show that rounds up the year in cinema. The good, the bad, and what tickled our fancy. I'm here with the greatest host that anyone could ever have for the Watchies, the first annual, Hannah Mitchell.
Hello there. You're not so bad yourself, Pete.
Okay, Hen. Let's go through the awards today. We're going to go category by category, then we'll announce a winner, and then we'll do the top 5 movies from both of us. Then we'll finish with the championship belt holder, and we'll name the worst movie of the year and the category that'll be named for every year from now on.
Yes. Let's just start off, pretty simple, pretty easy. Let's go with planes, trains, and automobiles, which is our best transportation used in a movie this year. The nominees.
The nominations.
Thank you. Anemones. It is the Vespa in The Pope's Exorcist, the train scene in Mission Impossible 7, and the Barbie transition scene in the Barbie movie, of course.
All quality nominees this year, but there only can be one winner of planes, trains, and automobiles, and the winner of the first Watchies is
The Pope's Exorcist.
Oh, Russell Crowe. You've done it again. Sir Russell Crowe. He was unable to attend the Watchies today and will accept this award on behalf of him. Thanks, Russell.
Yes, great Vespa work. Scoozy, my word. Amazing.
The next award that we're going to have today is the I'll Have What She's Having, which is the best food or drink in a movie. And the I'll Have What She's Having is one of the greatest lines from one of the greatest rom-coms of all time, When Harry Met Sally. The nominees are Batman, Bruce Wayne cooking spaghetti and giving it to the Flash in The Flash. The Killer eating boiled eggs in the movie The Killer. And Desert eating pastries in John Wick 4, and Zugnuts in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, where the great man Drax offers
a bag of nuts.
Bag of nuts to everyone bar
Mantis.
And the winner of the Watchies for I'll Have What She's Having best food and drink of the movie is
Desserts in John Wick Chapter 4.
Amazing.
Agreed.
What an array of desserts were in that John Wick Chapter 4 movie.
And he only picks a tiny slice and eats one little morsel. And yeah.
Do you think he throws all that food out?
100%. He does not give that away to the people. No way.
He doesn't even say he let them eat cake?
Nope. Nah. That's just all for his eyes needed the food, not him.
What is the next award, Hannah Mitchell?
The next award is going to be Head, Shoulders, Knees and Toes. So this is a very interesting award where we will give it to the person who had the most interesting features we saw on screen this year.
Now, we haven't mentioned a couple of people in this award because we're going to keep it G-rated.
No. We have Winston's teeth in John Wick Chapter 4. Bradley Cooper's nose in Maestro.
The nose plays.
And Ben Affleck's feet in the film Air.
Sally's lucky girl.
And the award goes to
Winston's teeth in John Wick Chapter 4. This is the second award for John Wick Chapter 4 tonight. in the first annual Watchies.
I will say, when creating the Watchies, this award, there were 2 awards, and this one was always going to go to good old Winston's teeth.
Classy teeth from Great Winston, such is life.
Such is life.
The next category, but she's got a new hat, in reference to the great Malibu Stacy episode of The Simpsons, and also Barbie. Oppenheimer. Cillian Murphy's hat in Oppenheimer. The Killer. Yes, that's right. Michael Fassbender's hat in The Killer. The Wizard in Shazam 2, played by Demi Hotsu. And Barbie, played by Margot Robbie. And the winner of But She's Got a New Hat award goes to...
The Wizard in Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods.
Wow. This is the first award for Shazam 2. And I don't think Shazam ever thought they were going to get an award. But congratulations to Dermot Hotsu. That is great hat game, my friend.
Yes. Some of the best.
The next award, Hannah.
The next award is going to be Tenet.
I'll offer you a phrase and a gesture. Tenet.
Now, both movie and song come together in the best combination.
Tenet.
The best song goes to...
Nominees are...
The nominees are 25-2604, which is the Chicago song from The Flash.
It introduces Bruce
Batman.
Wayne / Batman.
Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City.
Across the Spider-Verse.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Murder on the Dance Floor. Saltburn. And Man Eater from No Hard Feelings.
And the Watchie goes to... Wow, whoa. Big turn up for the books. It's a joint winner. It is Chicago, The Flash, 25-6-4, and Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. This is the first win for both Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and The Flash in the Watchies.
Yes.
Okay, this is a special award. This goes out to the 2 hosts of What's Next and 2 hosts of Pete and Hannah's Watch List. It's the worst hot take. Clickbait gets done every week here on Pete and Hannah's Watch List. So the worst hot take.
We just say dumb things.
The first worst hot take goes to Pete, saying Robert De Niro is an overrated actor. Whoa. The next worst hottest take is Hannah's love of Speed Racer. Whoa. Speaking of worst takes, Pete saying Arnold Schwarzenegger is an underrated actor. Wow, he was really on some weird stuff there. And the last nominee for worst hottest take in clickbait segment, it's Hannah's love of Mission Impossible 2.
It's a great love.
Hannah, the winner of the worst hot take in clickbait this year goes to...
There are no winners, just losers.
Yeah, those 2 are losers for those hot takes. The next award, 10.
The next award is pretty good. Best funny moment in a comedy.
Okay.
We have the wrecking ball scene in Strays. The train trip turned Coke stop in Joyride. We have 80 for Brady, where the ladies are doing weed gummies. I'm Guy Fieri. And Bottoms, blowing up the car while Turn Around Bright Eyes plays. And the winner is...
And the winner is for the pretty good award goes to Bottoms, blowing up the car and while Bonnie Tyler's Total Eclipse of the Heart plays. This is the first award for Bottoms and probably the best comedy that we watched all year.
Yeah.
Congratulations to all the nominees and the winner, Bottoms. The next award of the Watchies.
We'll need
The next one is the best quote. You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. First nominee is Saltburn. Timesy Rollin. Solid choice. Oppenheimer.
You don't get to commit the sin, then have everyone feel sorry for you.
Air. It's just a shoe until my son steps into it. Creed.
It's dead, let it eye.
MI7. You could even say that this party is that interested party. Speaking of the great entity. And the winner of You Want Me on That Wall, You Need Me on That Wall, quote of the year goes to...
Saltburn. Times New Roman. Solid choice.
Wow, what a jam-packed category that one was.
I think we'll continue to use some of that dialogue throughout the year and until forever.
Till this show goes away.
Alright, the next award is the sequel, which is the best post-credit scene we've seen in the movies. Try to not do spoilers, but our first one is Shazam. There is a worm scene, and it's very funny. Makes jokes about post-credit scenes.
Mark Strong.
We have Mario teasing up Yoshi, his best friend, who's technically a girl. And Hypnotic for setting up a sequel we may never receive.
Mulready! Christopher Mulready! Gonna be out of your goddamn picking mind!
And the winner of sequel?
Whoa. One of the most underrated movies of the year. Hypnotic. Well, that's the first award for Hypnotic, and Ben Affleck might have said no to this movie, but Hypnotic is a banger.
Incredible film. Incredible.
Well done.
Incredible film.
The next award is Your Inches Was Good, His Was Better. And the nominees are Godzilla -1, when Godzilla first appears. Ruse de Guerre, when Carrie Ells' character walks in at the start. And Taylor Swift, Eras Tour.
Where she comes from the floor with all the wavy things. It's great.
And the winner of the Watchie is...
Carrie Ells in Ruse de Guerre. What a great entrance. What a great start to this movie.
Next Watchie, Hannah.
The next Watchie is Always Remember Us This Way, which is the best scene / moment that we'll forever remember on this show. First up, we have the ladder scene in Scream 6. Incredible scene.
Haunting.
We have Past Lives, the ending scene of the film. And of course, we have Juwan lighting the cigar on the side of the chain bike, wasn't it?
All great nominees, but there only can be one winner in this category. And the winner of the Watchie is Past Lives. Well done! End scene of the movie, Past Lives. The final award for the scene, for the Watchies, the first annual Watchies. And it's the category of the night. It's Hannah's favourite line. She uses it every week. It's the Chewing the Scenery Award. And the nominees are The Pope's Exorcist, Russell Crowe. The Ballad of Songbird and Snakes, Rachel Zegler and Viola Davis. Thanksgiving, Patrick Dempsey, Sexiest Man Alive. Cocaine Bear, The Bear. Shazam, Lucy Liu and Helen Mirren. And the Nepo baby himself, Bongos, in Oppenheimer. And the Watchie goes to... Ooh, drum roll, please.
Of course, it had to go to Viola Davis and Rachel Zegler in Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Oh, what a great
twist.
night.
What a twist, but you had to give it to them.
Two
It
people
really
making
came
up that award to kill at chewing the scenery. You
They
can just
chew.
tell them, they're still chewing right now.
It chewed it, honestly.
Sometimes you gotta chew.
On
so you saw
rewatch,
it.
they really do steal the show for some reason, even though it's not even about them.
I'd like to thank all nominees, and we'll accept this Watchie on behalf and send out to the great people that won these
Yes.
awards. Let's go over to the next thing we're going to do tonight on the Watchies is name our top 5 of the year, and we end with our movie championship belt. Everyone should know that if you are a constant watcher of this channel, and then we'll end with the naming of the worst movie of the year award, and then giving that title over to the movie for Hannah and for Peter. So Hannah, name your top 5. Let's go 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Okay, and number 5.
Number 5, I'm going to really zig with this one, and it's actually Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. It's an interesting pick, and I really think I enjoyed just a commercial blockbuster. Done well.
Well, you're zagging with that one, Hannah. I am sticking true to form. You've got to name one of your favourite categories in this. Thriller Trash. And the best Thriller Trash movie that we saw all year. There's some great nominees for this, but the winner, number 5 of my movies for this year, is Hypnotic. You know, Ben Affleck might think this movie doesn't exist, but it does exist in my heart. Well done, Robert Rodriguez. Well done, William Fichtner. And well done, Ben Affleck. Hypnotic, number 5. Number 4 for you, Hen?
Number 4 is going to be Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Absolutely adore this film. The only reason it's here would be, please, why is this part 1? I need part 2 now.
My number 4 for the movies of the year for my part is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. I love that movie. I love Tom Cruise. I've watched that movie so many times. It is highly enjoyable. And all those people say, this one's as good as the last one. Come on. It's great.
It's great.
Hannah, your number 3.
Number 3 is Oppenheimer, of course. I love this film and will forever do lines from this film. The truly vindictive patient as saints. It is Strauss!
It'll be mentioned once more tonight. My number 3 is Godzilla -1. If I knew Japanese, I would do some quotes as well, but it looked stunning. I sobbed like a little baby in that movie. Godzilla -1. If you haven't seen it, go do it now. That is my number 3. Hannah, your number 2.
My number 2 is Saltburn. I absolutely adore this film. It was weird and wacky, just like I like it. And my, Times New Roman is definitely going to be used a lot. So, or cake is very, chocolate cake can be very clogging as well. It's just very much up my alley, and I can't believe people don't like this movie.
How good spaghetti bolognese though?
Spag bowl. I love spag bowl.
My number 2 is Oppenheimer. Christopher Nolan's done it again. No one thought that he could do that for a 3-hour biopic about some guy that created the nuclear bomb, but he's just done it. He's a genius. Great cast. Just had you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. Well done, Christopher Nolan. Hannah, your number 1 movie of the year is no surprises here.
It's no surprise. No surprise. I knew it before it even came along. I was just biding time. It is, of course, John Wick, Chapter 4. Incredible film. A very great send-off, or beginning of something. It's became my favorite in the franchise, and I just adore the fact, everything about this. I love action and vengeance.
That is Hannah's championship belt holder for 2023. For my 2023 championship belt holder, it is Past Lives. I love that movie. I saw it multiple times in the cinema. It's got one of the greatest last scenes in cinema history. I just loved all the characters in it.
What if?
Yeah, Celia Strong deserves all the awards that she can get for the Oscars. Amazing.
Oh.
Amazing. Playing the lead. Yeah, Past Lives is my 2023 championship belt holder. And we've been asking people thoughts about how we should name the award for our worst movie of the year, and that will go every week along with our championship belt holder. Hannah, what are we going to call the worst movie of the year for Pete and Hannah's watch list? What are we going to call it?
I believe we're going to be calling it in honour of our dear friend, Danny McCarthy, who joined us. And we're going to be calling it It's Just Fine.
It's just fine. It's just fine, guys.
It's fine.
Just fine. And your Just Fine movie of the year is...
Please Stay Away from After Everything. It went straight to Amazon Prime for us in Australia and in the UK, but it did go out and it exists and it's god awful. It, take one little note from a book, one little story from the book and the second book, and just make a whole movie out of it, and it's completely it's not watchable. It's disgusting. I cannot believe it. Free vacation for everyone involved.
My Just Fine award for this year, probably controversial, but it's Killers of the Flower Moon. I had such high hopes for this movie, and it didn't live up to any of them. It actually was one of the worst movies I saw all year. So my Just Fine award goes to Killers of the Flower Moon. Probably controversial, but who cares?
Yeah.
So let's go over to, I've done a little clip up here. For those listening on to Apple and Spotify, you can catch it on our YouTube and all our through our social medias. We're going to clip up the best bits of Pete and Hannah's watch list. Let's look back at Pete and Hannah's watch list a year in review. Hey Hannah, how are you? They started off strong.
News. I'm joined by my co-host from What's Next, Pete Mitchell. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Hen.
Well, that's good. Today we've got the Oscars.
But they quickly grabbed this stride with impersonations. Hannah trying to break Pete. Sometimes it's succeeding.
Ladders it usually is.
Pete was far from perfect.
Reasons to see this one, Hen?
Reasons to?
Hannah was always just trying to get a laugh out of him.
I'm just Ken. And I'm enough.
Most of the time succeeding.
Welcome to Pete and Hannah's review show.
Ever the professional, he would try and put on a straight face.
Enchanté, mademoiselle.
I lost it, but I'm not going to lose
Ooh
this
la
one.
la.
She'd get him in. Sometimes she didn't even know how she got him.
Welcome to...
They always had their terrible dancing though.
You know what was
And
on
Hannah with her
before,
great takes.
Actually? Guess what?
What?
Looky,
Speaking
looky.
of takes.
I've got hooky.
Terrible take right here.
Did not think Alex Singer was, so I'm going to go the other way today. Pick for the most overrated actor in the history of movies.
Yeah.
Is Robert De Niro.
Hannah's
That's
face says it
folks.
all.
Robert De Niro, the most celebrated actor.
But Hannah had some bad takes as well.
And I'm going to make her watch Titanic.
I'd rather be on the Titanic than watch it. We're watching the best movie of all time.
Okay,
We're
what is it?
watching Speed
Look at the
Racer.
facial expressions.
Oh!
That's so
Absolute gold.
Trash.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, well, I hope
Best racing movie. You heard it first. It is legit.
I'd rather spend 3 hours on a sinking boat than watch Speed Racer. That's what I'll say.
But maybe Hannah's takes were
I wish it at the end today.
Yeah.
Big fan.
influenced.
Actually, I'm not. I don't like AI. Take it over. I take that back. I take it back. Take it out of my mouth. The AI made me say that.
Oh,
Summer.
Pete
When
maybe
we're
shook her.
seniors, you know.
He was always
when
excited,
she
Pete.
sings, goosebumps. Just
This week,
Hannah with her great movie
pretending
news.
scared again as the boogeyman arrives.
go, what's next?
Terrible
The
dancing
show
again.
where we're...
Make us walk out. Which one is it going to be?
Look at him.
And I get to do the
Just
voice.
so excited about the Thriller Trash. They had live streams.
We're going live. What about our coordination of outfits. You know, we never talk about this, but you know,
We talk about
we
fashion.
always
They're an American
dress
show
in a
as well.
simpatico.
It is morning over in Australia, so Pete and Hannah's watch list.
Do we be Australian
Terrible
and say
Australian
g'day?
accent.
G'day.
Good night.
Head games.
Yes.
So week 0.
They played games where Pete
And
struggled to
we hit the
the
button.
rules, and he also struggled with the actual game itself.
I lost. Hannah won. Peter nil.
No, I don't know spy movies at all. I don't think
And
I
if
know.
Hen struggled, she blamed something
No,
else.
that's like a that's
What
so.
about Tom Hanks and Bridge of Spies?
I didn't watch that.
FI Top 100.
They introduced a
I'm here with my great
podcast going
co-host,
back through
Hannah.
old movies.
So
And we are
Black Hawk Down and
They had movie drafts with Denny, with probably one of the worst takes in the history of movies.
I mean, the movie's fine. Like, it's got a great. It's got a great.
it's fine.
It's got an absolutely.
We're talking about one of the like deepest.
But most of all, it was about fun, and these two having a great time together.
This feels like Groundhog Day, isn't it?
We hope you've enjoyed watching the show as much as we have enjoyed bringing it to you. All the best for 2024, and hopefully more great content like we've done this year. That is it for the first annual Watchies. I hope everyone had a little bit of fun just recapping. We try to recap as many movies that we loved and moments in cinema that we loved and we didn't like. Thanks everyone for watching this year. Our goal at the start of the year was to get 50 subscribers on YouTube. We've over double that. It's been a great journey. Everyone that's sent feedback through, it's been awesome. We've taken it on board. We've tried to improve as we've gone along. I'd like to thank my great co-host Hannah, who's been there since the start of this channel, and I couldn't have done it without her. She is absolutely outstanding. She brings the humour, she brings great points of view. All the things that we do on that channel couldn't have been done without the great Hannah. Hannah, would you like to say anything to our fans on the first annual Watchies as we come to the end of 2023?
Thank you for coming on this journey with us. It's been really fun. I actually really enjoy this. It's really cool. I want you guys to just leave, a comment wherever you are and just tell us your favorite movie of this year as well, or your least favorite movie of this year.
The just one.
It's just fine. Couldn't have done without you, Pete. This show, he's the backbone.
Well, you're the ideas and the
I'm not years, man.
you thanks everyone for watching. I really love you, and have a great end of the 2023, and how good 2024 is going to be fantastic. Stick around for this week. We've got the usual show, What's Next, where we're going to review some great movies, Anyone But You,
Wish.
Aquaman, Wish, Poor Things.
Yes.
Then we'll have movie news, which we'll preview some movies next week, and then we'll have the usual stuff, and we're back to normal next week. And don't forget to listen to our AFI podcast, which has been a great addition to the roster recently, and this week we did Do the Right Thing. So that is it from the first annual Watchies. Thanks everyone for watching, listening. Until next week, it's bye for now.
Bye. Wow.
It is 45.
Yeah. But me, I pick and choose.
I'm taking our channel really seriously. And, yeah.
When I hear that song, I remember that movie.
What about that great movie, You've Got Mail, with Somewhere Over the Rainbow, when he says, "Don't cry, sharp girl, don't cry."
Again,
You got me last week.
I'm gonna-
Through your movie news segment, which I had no right
Yeah,
to
but
reply, because I'm not in that segment, and you're saying he should win, so
I'm saying
name
he's a
it.
great actor. I'm not
So name it. Go on.
I'll stick to my guns. I'll go Brendan Fraser. He's
Brendan Fraser.